It was day 97. A new day was beginning. There I was, still lying in bed. What were we supposed to do? It was just the four of us. We still had to fight Vestness. We're anything but united. I haven't seen Nozomi in 2 days. I don't know what I should do anymore. The situation has everyone completely exhausted. We're doing everything we can just to keep sane.
Help me, Hiruko.
I was calling her name without even realizing it. Then I let my listless body sink further into the bed, and slowly closed my eyes. What the heck? Suddenly woke up to the sound of my door being pounded on furiously.
Takumi! Open up, please!
Why didn't she ring the doorbell? Her voice sounded desperate. I rushed over to the door. Rushed over to open the door. And there she was, her face pale.
What?
What's wrong? What is it? Please, come with me. Huh? Where? Nozomi didn't answer. She just silently walked off. I matched that silence and I walked with her. Is it Hiroko or is it Tsubasa? There's nothing inside of me but dread. But I can't run away. I was brought to the metal shop. Inside I saw...
Tsubasa.
That's not face down, game. She's face up. Tsubasa was face down, not breathing. Her body was covered in cuts. One glance at the profuse quantity of blood was enough to tell me we couldn't bring her back. I found her. The lights had been on in here for a while, so I took a look inside. Yuriko.
Oh?
All I did was find her. That said, I know none of us can prove our alibis. Hey, if the killer really is one of us, why don't we search all our rooms? Should be able to find a murder weapon that way. Then we'll know who's really doing this. There's no guarantee they're hiding it in their room. Besides, what if the killer is deliberately hiding it in someone else's room? You mean to frame somebody else? I mean, yeah, with all the dead people, like, just hiding in the dead person's room, who'd care? Just throwing out suggestions, but it's not impossible. We wouldn't be able to say it was definitive proof in that case. Let's get out of here. Once we were done transporting Tsubasa to the morgue, we immediately went our separate ways. Only 3 of us left. The killer was probably laughing at us. I wonder what they felt when they saw us suffer in despair like this. What time is it? I woke up feeling suffocated. My heavy eyelids open to see that it was already bright outside. I hate night sweats. Probably because you're wearing a hoodie. Last night, I rarely had time to change out of my armor and take a shower before falling asleep exhausted. My clothes were uncomfortable and soaked in sweat. I must have had a rough sleep. Guess I'll take another shower. Grabbing a towel, I stepped into the bathroom. I immediately noticed something unusual. Huh? What? I looked down at the bathroom floor to see a puddle of crimson liquid. Is this blood? How? Here? How? Where did it come from? Panicked, I looked at the ceiling and saw red droplets dripping from gaps in the ventilation panel. Something's on his roof? My heart leapt furiously at the moment I laid my eyes on the uncanny sight. What is this? What's in there? I gingerly removed the panel, trying to keep my heart from pounding out of my chest. the heck? The moment I saw what was inside, my throat felt like it was closing up. It was the blood-soaked suit of the killer, and the power saw and dagger in the raincoat I'd never seen before. No way. Why would these be here? Because the killer heard a plan to search our rooms. And Hiriko's like, well, someone could plant evidence. There's no way. Wait. Is it Nozomi? Is it actually gonna be Nozomi? Wait. Because, like, the other thing is, like, whoever's doing the killing can't be, like, a human anime user, because, like, killing them would, like, absorb their cryptoglobin. But Nozomi can still absorb cryptoglobin. Like, how did they get in there? Who put them there? Why would these be here? Who put these here and when? Don't tell me. Maybe the killer really did hide their weapons in my room, just like Hiriko said. Need to tell Hiriko and Nozomi. Tell them, and then what? Would they really believe me? More importantly, if I hide that stuff somewhere else, wouldn't that stop any further killings? Right? There are only 2 days left, and I can keep these out of the way. Oh no, Takumi. No, I thought that was going to be a decision mark. Hide him or tell him. Dang it, Takumi. So follow them into a trash bag and put them under my clothes at the back of the closet. No, I just need to get through 2 more days. Takumi, no. For a while, I couldn't find the will to do anything. The weapon and suit I'd found in the bathroom made me uneasy. I feel like I'm gonna go insane if I stay up by myself. Or is Takumi himself the killer?
Flashback.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a path where Takumi is just a psychopathic murderer.
End of flashback.
I feel like I'm gonna go insane if I stay by myself. Standing up on unsteady feet, I left my room. It was already dark out. In a haze, I began walking without any real direction. I found myself in the schoolyard. Sat down on a bench in the corner, looking up at the sky. The infinitely extending sky and a glittering star that once moved me so much. It didn't make me feel anything anymore. Sat there all day until suddenly I sensed someone drawing closer. Hiriko. Hiriko stood before me in silence. Her face illuminated by the moonlight looked incredibly calm. I felt like I was being drawn to it.
Hey, Hiriko. Please. Stay by my side. Just for a moment.
Hiriko didn't answer. Instead, she leaned in close. She cradled my head, wrapping it around in a gentle warmth. I could smell something familiar, a sweet mallow aroma. Was this scent lavender? I could hear her heart beating. I was comfortable, as if all my anxieties had simply vanished into thin air.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
Comforted by her sweet voice, my heart began to hurt. Intense, uncontrollable emotion were welling up inside of me. This is how I always felt toward Karua, but this time, it wasn't her making me feel this way. This time.
Hiriko?
For a moment, in this hellish, hopeless existence, I felt happy. All I wanted to do was bask in this afterglow. We didn't say anything as we huddled together under the night. Last, it was day 99. It happened before the usual morning announcement. The intruder alert flared throughout my room. She's finally here.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
I was so composed that I even surprised myself. I don't know what the three of us are going to be able to do, but there's nowhere we can run. I just have to do this. Okay, we can skip that.
Oh?
We're all here. I guess this is our final battle. If we're all set, then let's get right to it. Wait, before we do, there's something I have to give you. Are we gonna try to use the poison trap on her? This is a bioweapon that will boost our strengths. It was in the metal shop. Oh, it'll boost us.
Uh-huh.
Did Tsubasa make this? Yeah, it was her last gift to us. She'll be able to do some serious damage to Veshinus with this. We can't waste it. Tsubasa, thank you. We'll make good use of this. Let's go. All that's left is to do whatever we can. I accepted Tsubasa's memento and took a step forward, but truthfully, I felt empty. Even if we beat Veshinus, could we call whatever awaits us a happy one? Doubtful. I felt like a robot designed solely to defeat the approaching enemy. Despite the heavy atmosphere hanging over us, we made our way toward the final defensive battle. Where is she?
My turn.
I've got this. That's it. Here we go. Ah! Let's do this. Hiya! I've got this. That's it. All right.
Let's call that one there. They didn't attack. This one should have attacked.
Ready whenever. Out of my way. Now then, to business. How's this?
Say when. Yeah!
My turn. Right here. All right, let's get started. Die! My turn. Out of my way. How unsatisfying.
Let's do this! Let's go! Time to use it. Let's do this! Ha!
Oh, it's still marked? Oh.
Good to go! Yeah! I've got this! Take this! Got it!
Don't look like there's any more off screen there.
Time to move.
Hold on, this one. Come here.
I'll chop you to pieces. All right, let's get... Now then, to business. Out of my way. Time to move. Die! Broken, so... All right, let's get started. How's this?
That's...
Vestance was calmly walking towards us as if she owned the place. The moment I saw her, my heart started to race like it had never raced before. It was as if hemoenema, the cryptoglobin inside my body, was responding to her approaching. Then she stopped right in front of us, as we all stood our guard.
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all. Bow down!
Now then, to business. I'll put this to good use. Ready whenever. Show me your insides! It's up to you now! Not bad!
Ready when you are! One last strike! Take care!
We can't place this thing yet, it seems.
Locked and loaded.
If we don't have it.
Leave it to me. I've got your back.
I owe you one. Time for battle. Out of my way. Now then, to die. Broken so soon.
Good to go! Ha! Let's do this! Yeah! Let's go! There! Got it!
My turn. How's this? All right, let's get started. Out of my way. Now then, to business. Die!
I've got this. Yeah! Say when. Ha! Good to go. Ha! I've got this. Ha! All right, ready when you are. That's it. Got it.
Time to move. Take this! Ready whenever. Time for battle. Show me your insides! Don't let up!
Here we go. Keep your guard up. Let's do this. I've got this. One last strike.
I can still fight! I've got you! Thanks.
Good to go. Take this!
How about this?
Let's do this. One last strike.
Take care.
Time to move. How's this?
You're all more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders.
Why is he calling us an invader? I'm still curious about that. QD transformed. What you doing?
How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again. But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily. I will send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill.
Now do you transform? Vecnus looked entirely unbothered, seemingly enjoying toying with us.
Takumi!
Hiroko looked over at me. I knew what she was trying to tell me. We had the ace up our sleeve, the only opportunity to use it. Vecnus was fully convinced the invaders were going to win. This is our chance to turn it around.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Think again.
What's that sound?
I activated a device, expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Vexnus' body.
What is this? I cannot move!
It's working!
You wicked invaders!
You lose, Veshness!
You dare kill the great!
So we just poisoned her to death. Okay. But where does it go from here? That was a letdown. Is this really how it ends? Yeah, it doesn't seem real. We'd won the battle against Vexnus. We were victorious in the final showdown with the invaders. But I couldn't truly smile. We stayed so far from the we strayed so far from the ending I'd imagined. We still have 1 day left anyway. Keep your guard up until then. We dragged our battle-worn bodies back to the school and parted ways. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, I had so many emotions I still hadn't fully processed. Heck with it. There's no salvation in my future. Our 99th day at Last Defense Academy came to a close, and finally... So what's gonna happen on this day 100? A new day had begun. The final day. Day 100. I made it all this way. I didn't feel joy, anger, or sadness. I just accepted reality as it was. When I stepped outside, the stars were still shining and a pleasant breeze was blowing. It's hard to believe this place is going to launch a huge missile strike in a few hours. Once the attack starts, humanity will be the victors in the war. But who cares about that? What about the killer? We never figured out who it was.
Huh. Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer.
Ruin the alibis of anybody who said they saw the killer. Is she talking about Takumi? Because Takumi's pretty much the only person that's consistently seen the killer. Or consistently seen the killer. Wait, does that mean... No, it can't be. Suddenly, a violent pain ripped through my head. So intense it felt like my brain was splitting in half. Who's there? An unfamiliar voice echoed in my mind, threatening to consume my very consciousness. What is this? What the heck's going on? Is it actually Takumi? Is he doing it unconsciously? Shut up, stop it.
Huh.
Takumi, what's wrong? Stay back. Run away. Nizumi, run.
Kill! Kill! Kill!
No, stop. Why can't I stop? My body is rampaging out of control. Trying so hard to resist, but I can't do a thing. we don't do something, then
Somebody help! Don't kill.
we don't want to kill. I only remember fragments of what happened next. Suddenly, I find myself wearing the killer's suit and holding the power saw. That voice from before was endlessly commanding me to kill, and I answered the call. I was on the hunt for Hiroko and Izumi, and then... oh dear. Now, my question is, what happened to Takumi to cause this? Stop it. My body turned the power saw on. The two girls, despite every fiber of my being fighting against it.
No! Stay back!
Izumi was trembling with fear and shock, on the verge of tears. I tried so hard to put distance between us, but my body did the exact opposite. Please, you have to run away from me. Forget us both if we don't do something. We need to split up. Right.
Kill. Kill. I'll kill you.
I can't pause. I need a moment. I need a moment. I have to actually chase him down and kill him. Well, I know which one is going to hurt more. That's going to be killing Nozomi. Oh, my controls are inverted.
Uh-huh.
No. Don't kill her. Get away from Hiroko. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost all control of it. You're not Takumi, are you? When did you get into his body? Stop. Stop. Get away from her. No. Stared blankly at the devastation in front of me. Hiroko's blood felt warm, running down my body. I killed her. Suddenly, forceful impact connected with the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. I could see a fire extinguisher in front of me. In my haze, I realized it hadn't been thrown at me.
Takumi!
Is she going to kill us? I managed to look up and I saw Nozomi looking down on me holding the power saw.
How could you? How could you? I believed you, Takumi!
That's not it. Nozomi. was against my will. Try as I did to scream, no words came out. All I could do was look up at her.
You killed everybody! You tricked us this whole time!
No, you have to listen to me, Nozomi.
Everybody's dead! Because of you! Because of you!
I didn't do it.
I felt blood streaming out of the wounds opened up by the power saw. Where did I go wrong? Somebody tell me. Hiruko. Slasher Root Revenge, number 71.
You did this, Takumi. You lied to us and killed everybody. Why? I believed in you.
Something's possessing him and possessed him at some point. Like, how did this happen? Like, I don't understand. How did this happen? I wonder if we'll find out how it happened. No, kill her. Get away from Nozomi. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I'd lost all control.
No, don't do it!
Please don't kill her. No. I vividly felt the sensation of the power saw cutting into Nozomi's body. I killed her. I stood rooted on the spot in a daze, covered in my victim's blood. Suddenly I felt a forceful impact connected with the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. I could see a wrench on the ground. In my haste, I realized it had been thrown at me. Who could have? No, I already knew. There was only one survivor left.
Hiruko. Where am I?
I woke up struggling to breathe, discovering my body had been restrained with rope. So you're finally awake. Here we go.
Oh.
You seem to be yourself again, for now. Come to think of it, I can move my body on my own volition again. What the heck? What was that back there? Do you know what's happening to me?
Tuh.
The missiles will be filed soon. I'll explain everything before then.
Huh?
All of it. Who the killer is, and everything they've done.
Does this mean the killer is...
It's you. You're the one who destroyed Sirai. And you're the one who killed all 13 of our friends.
Why would we have killed Sirai, though? What are you talking about? That's not...
Oh.
I know you weren't aware. Your conscience is clean. But 13 people still died at your hands, even if you weren't aware of it. I did this? No, that can't be right. I first noticed something was strange with you on day 16. Day 16? The day you were attacked by the killer in the biolab, right?
Tuh.
Yes, but the one who cornered me in the lab. It was you, Takumi. No way. I didn't do that.
Oh.
I believe it was around 11 p.m. I couldn't sleep, so I was walking around the school by myself. I saw you in a hallway on the second floor. Me? The night of day 16?
Oh.
You had a kitchen knife in your right hand. Something was off. About your eyes and the way you were breathing. So I ran. But you chased me with a horrified look on your face. It was clear that you were trying to kill me.
Oh.
I ran into the biolab, but you caught up with me right away. We got into a struggle. You kicked me and sent me flying. I hit the back of my head and collapsed.
Huh.
I was barely conscious, unable to move, and there was someone in front of me.
Hey!
The killer was about to attack you. I was trying to help.
Ugh.
I'm afraid not. You're misremembering. So the reason she didn't want to talk to us is because she thought we were the killer. So the reason she was not wanting to speak with us is because she knows we were the one that attacked her. But she was trying to size us up and see if, like, were we consciously doing it, because it seemed like we didn't remember anything.
Oh.
You're the one who attacked me, Takumi. I'm certain of it.
Huh.
Then someone in a black suit came to save me. What are you talking about? They attacked you, and you lost consciousness, but you came to almost right away. You threw yourself at the person in a suit. The two of you broke through the window and hustled toward the ground. I assume you remember what happened after that? She's right. I remember. I was grappling with the person in front of me of the wall, in front of the wall of fire. Just in the nick of time, I kicked her leg as hard as I could. I took the power saw and ran after them. Then I lost them. All that. Oh, wait. So this decision right here, where we were like trying to kill them. We tried to kill the attacker. That's where this is all breaking off onto. That's where she's talking about right here, this decision right here. So who was in that suit? Because at the time, Takumi wasn't using it. Took the power saw and ran after them, but then I lost them.
Oh.
The events of that day marked the moment I began to suspect you.
Ugh.
There weren't any casualties at that time, so I couldn't be sure.
Tuh.
But I had to consider the possibility that you become a host to a Gi. Oh, the Gi is in us already. But when could the Gi have gotten into us? A host? Gi? What are you talking about? I doubt you remember. The Gi is a parasitic organism we discovered in another timeline. Wait, it remembered that we did that. It remembered that we did that. Oh gosh. The other timelines still matter. It's a terrifying organism that gradually eats away at the host's body and eventually takes it over completely. What? But I had no proof you become infected, so I kept quiet.
Oh.
Eventually, though, we had our first casualty on day 25. That's when my suspicion grew stronger, so... While you were asleep, I ran a scan on your brain. When did you... You know what? Forget it. What did you find? There wasn't a Gi inside. I thought I must have been wrong.
Oh.
But on day 43, Moko was killed once again. I had a bad feeling. You being infected was the only explanation I could think of, so I checked your brain again. The second time, I still didn't find any Gi. Not only that, but Nozomi said he ran away from the killer with you. Reluctantly, I decided to put aside my suspicion for the moment. So that's why you suddenly avoided me. It would sometimes seem like you had something to say. But when Kuraba died on day 64, I started to suspect you again. Did you check my brain again?
Oh.
Yes, very closely, and I learned something horrifying. Even though there was no actual Gi in your brain, the Gi's data was eroding it. Huh? My hypothesis is that you were infected with the Gi in another timeline. After that, you died as its host, and then your consciousness went back in time to day 2. When that happened, the Gi's data in your brain went back to the past with you. The data went with me? So... How do we handle that, then? It appears my hypothesis was correct in the end. You killed Nozomi right in front of me, after all. Time travel can send physical matter back in time. Can't send physical matter. The Gi itself is no longer physically existing in your brain. But its cognitive data still remained. Stop it. Stop it. You honestly expect me to believe any of this? Does that mean you killed Nozomi of your own free will and the other 12? You didn't know it was happening when the Gi awakens. Your consciousness vanishes. So it's like some kind of split personality? It must have happened this way because you're infected with the Gi data. If the entire organism was in your brain and body would have fallen under its control immediately. Once you knew I was infected, what did you do then? Naturally, I wanted to do something about it, but I didn't know how to cure you. I considered blowing your brains out and putting you in a revive-o-matic, but... You'd already got smashed on day 43. Right. I remember Nozomi telling me that happened.
Oh.
But the murder still didn't stop. I knew destroying your brain was futile. The revival system must have perfectly recreated the brain's data stored in its database. I went to the library to do some research and try to find a way to cure you. That's when I found out about a certain drug. A drug? It was possible that injecting you with it would remove Gi data from your brain. So around dawn of day 67, I snuck into your room and administered a drug as you were sleeping. That's why is that why I didn't wake up for 3 days? Yes, the side effects of the drug I injected you with caused you to fall ill. I thought I'd finally restored your brain to normal. In order to be sure, I examined your brain again the day after you woke up, day 71. But the GA data was still there.
Yeah.
What? I failed. The drug didn't work. Why? Why can't I get it out of you, Takumi? You latched onto him and killed your friends. How long do you plan to toy with us?
Go to hell already! You filthy insect!
Oh boy.
Well done, Hiruko. You figured it out.
Gi, you finally showed yourself.
Would you like to hear what this filthy insect was up to while in control of Takumi? Only if you don't mind me sawing off your head with this power saw. You're too foolish to kill this man. The first one was Eva, the prisoner. I killed her on day 25. Takumi took the power saw he stole from the visitor out of the metal shop. Visitor? After breaking down the door to the cage, I sliced her to ribbons. When I was done, I threw the power saw into the wall of fire to hide it, but Takumi immediately found it and recovered it. I have no idea he was watching. And who is this he, exactly? The boy covered in flames. He was so confused and scared whenever he saw me controlling Takumi. But enough about that. You and your little friend discovered the suit and helmet as well, correct? Shoma found them in the boy's bathroom. They definitely belonged to the person who came to save me in the biolab, didn't they? Yes, I believe the visitor was pursued by Takumi and forced them to move around faster. At any rate, you put them in the locker in the metal shop and Takumi set the combination, right? Only he knew the combination, or so you all thought. Takumi himself included. But you were looking too. That's why you knew how to open the locker. Precisely. The second person I killed was Moko Mojiro on day 43. When Moko, Nozumi, and Takumi were looking around the school at night, Takumi and Nozumi split up to look for Moko after she got separated from them. It was raining heavily when Takumi went outside, so he ended up completely soaked. I awakened around that time. I took over and made for the metal shop. I took the suit and helmet and a power saw from the locker, then sought after my prey. I found Moko in a classroom on the first floor and killed her. She resisted, but not even she was a match for my power saw. But I was caught in the act by Nozumi, who managed to evade me. I gave chase, figuring I could kill her while I was at it, and wound up in the leisure lounge. Just when I almost had her, I was tackled and fell into the pool. Nozomi used that opening to get away. A little more and I would have had her. I took off the suit and helmet and abandoned them along with the power saw so I could get out. Of course. That's why Yugamu found them in the pool. I returned to the school soaking wet And that's where my memory ends. Takumi must have assumed he went from the rain, so he didn't realize what had actually happened. Indeed. After that, Takumi heard a scream, went running, and reunited with Nozomi. In a panic, Nozomi told him about Moko's murder, and the two of them went to the classroom on the first floor, the scene of the crime. Takumi had no idea the death was his own hands. The rest is exactly as Yugamu told you. He recovered the power saw and suit I'd abandoned and chased you around. He'd a stonic pervert if I'd ever seen one. After he took your gear, you changed weapons, didn't you? Starting with the third victim, Takamaru, I believe it was early on day 51. I awoke once again and obtained a replacement suit and weapon from the metal shop, a raincoat and a dagger. I took them, snuck into Takamaru's room, and turned them into a bloody mess. You should have seen the look on his face when he woke up to being sliced with a dagger. Once I killed Takamaru, I washed my hands there and returned to Takumi's room like normal. Then I hid the dagger and raincoat behind the ceiling panel in the bathroom and went back to sleep. What about your fourth victim, Kurara? She was murdered at dawn on day 64. Yes, the day Yugamu chased her and Takumi while dressed as a killer. Takumi was cornered in front of the defense room on the third floor, with Yugamu holding a power saw over his head. Just then, I woke up, and Takumi lost consciousness. Satisfied after seeing the look of terror on Takumi's face, Yugamu turned and left. He was a real degenerate, that one.
Oh.
Just get on with it. You used Takumi's body to kill Kurara, right? Precisely. I took out the hidden dagger and raincoat and hunted down Kurara, who was hiding in the training room. She didn't even have enough time to cry or scream before I mercilessly sliced her to ribbons. I finished the deed and returned the raincoat and dagger to their hiding spot. Then, back to the defense room door, I once again fell into a deep sleep. So that's why Takumi believed he'd passed out there the whole time. My fifth was Shoma, who I killed on day 77. I simply killed him when I woke up again. Nothing worth talking about. Let me ask you one thing. Did you set the fire in the gym on day 80? My timed incendiary device worked out nicely, didn't it?
No.
I knew you were behind it. When was it? Day 78 when Takumi went with Ima and Kaku and Darumi to the metal shop? Around 2 p.m. I woke up and simply pretended to be Takumi. All of you were sleeping together in the gym. I'd been just waiting for my chance. I came up with a plan to secretly build a time incendiary device and plant it there. Of course, I came up with a cover story so the other three wouldn't suspect me and worked on it by myself. But I struggled with the work. I couldn't find the device that day. I couldn't finish the device that day. I had no choice but to continue in the next day, still pretending to be Takumi. I finally finished the device at 2 in the afternoon, 24 hours after I started. So you're saying Takumi's consciousness didn't return for over 24 hours? Yes, we didn't trade places during that time. I worked in a group with the twins and Darumi the next day, day 79 as well. I hid the completed timed incendiary device with me, pretending to go to the bathroom and headed for the gym. I planted the device in the vaulting box. Then went to find the rest of you. You were all in a panic over seeing the killer. Obviously, the person in the suit wasn't me at that time. That was this visitor you alluded to before. It doesn't really matter. I achieved what I set out to do and went ahead with my original plan. I returned to the metal shop at 2:30 p.m. Nobody was there because of all the commotion over the killer. About an hour later, Takumi was awake again. Then Ima, Kaku, and Darumi came back. Takumi, what are you doing here? Takumi underwent mitosis. Stop talking about me like I'm some kind of anema. I've been here the whole time. I doubt it. We just saw you going up the stairs. Oh, you were gone. There was a huge commotion, but the killer showed up again. We tried to catch them, but they got away. Everybody's still searching as we speak. We literally just talked to you. You don't remember. You told us you were in danger because the killer was around again. But then you went off on your own. It's only natural that Takumi was confused. He never have imagined he spent the last 25 hours and 30 minutes unconscious. As planned, I activated the incendiary device I planted on the evening of day 80. You all scattered and ran. And Takumi ended up with Darumi. Yugamu pretended to be the killer and chased them. Then they got separated. Takumi acted as a decoy and managed to get away from Yugamu, but unfortunately for him, I awoke once again. And so, your sixth victim was Darumi. I got the raincoat and dagger from my room and hunted down Darumi in the leisure lounge. I tore her apart and then threw what was left of her in the pool. The girl seemed to enjoy it. She was a real strange one.
Huh?
Enough commentary. What about the numbers 7 and 8 in Ima and Kako? Well, that was simple. Takumi was working with them on day 83. Once they left the metal shop, my consciousness awoke. As usual, I got the raincoat and dagger out of my room and attacked them in the biolab. Right, come to think of it, those two seemed to be suspicious of Takumi as well. They were trying to catch him, but it was too little too late. Once it was done, I hid the raincoat and dagger in my room again, and went back to the metal shop like nothing had happened. Takumi's consciousness came back straight away. Naturally, he wasn't any the wiser what had happened. You were aware the 9th person I killed was Gaku. Day 89, after Gamu got caught, you agreed that Gaku would take the suit and power saw to hide them somewhere. When I woke up on the night of day 90, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to get back and kill Gaku while I was at it. I got the raincoat and dagger as always and visited his room. I threatened him with a dagger and demanded he show me where the suit and power saw was hidden. He led me to the library. They were hidden behind the bookshelf. Finally, I had my equipment back, just as I was about to take them. Gaku suddenly tried to resist. I dropped my dagger on the floor during the struggle. But when it was over, I had the power saw. I relentlessly sliced him up with it, making sure to hit every last vital spot. Once I was sure he was dead, I immediately went back to Takumi's room. I hid everything in the bathroom ceiling and went to sleep. After that, I was able to use the power saw for my kills again.
Oh.
I'm aware you used it on your 10th victim, Yugamu. Your reasoning skills are impressive, Hiroko. You're the most brilliant imbecile of them all.
Huh?
The night of day 92, I woke up and put the suit on, grabbed the power saw, and went after Yugamu. The power saw made short work of the door in the room he was being held in. I listened to his bones snap as they were torn apart by the spinning blades. I checked that he was fully dead and returned to my room, careful not to be seen. Once again, I hid everything in the bathroom and went back to sleep. Then came number 11, Kyoshika, who I killed on day 94, after a little bit of extra legwork. You put a slow-acting medicine in the water cooler the day before. You figured that out? If you were my host, I could kill so many more people. After that defensive battle on day 93, I took over and slipped meds into the water supply. I maintained control right through until nightfall. Then, I broke down Kyoshika's door and killed her as she slept. Of course, the rest of you slept soundly until morning, thanks to the drugs. Number 12, Tsubasa, hardly bears mentioning. Day 90. Tsubasa just doesn't matter. On day 97, I woke up in Takumi's room and grabbed the power saw as usual. I set my sights on Tsubasa as she worked alone in the metal shop and ended her life. Despite the circumstances, she kept tinkering with her little project. She was practically begging for it, and I was happy to oblige. You don't need me to explain the 13th victim, Nozomi, so are there any other questions? Why did you kill everyone on different days? I'd have thought you were more than capable of taking us all out at once.
I couldn't predict when I'd wake up. It came in episodes. So I was forced to adapt to whatever the circumstances were whenever I woke up. Which meant having to kill you one by one. Besides, if Takumi were to wake up while I was doing my work, I'd be in trouble. I was just doing what it seemed like I'd be able to do while I still had control.
So it wasn't intentional.
Well, there was plenty of enjoyment to be had as a murderer. Such as figuring out who to kill, when to do it, and how. Plus, there was Takumi's utter despair watching you get picked off, one by one, without ever realizing the truth. Not to mention, the way you suffered for Takumi, as you started to notice me. I wish I could enjoy it all over again. It would have been a waste to massacre all of you at once, clearly.
I have one last thing to ask. About day 16 in the biolab, when you almost killed me.
Oh.
That mysterious person in the suit who suddenly showed up.
Tuh.
The one who kicked you away and saved me. Who was that exactly? You mean the visitor? Surely that finely tuned intuition of yours has already worked it out? Don't tell me. Of course we're not going to get a learn. But it's probably that cloaked person that we saw at the beginning, right? Because there was that random cloaked person that appeared during our day 7 battle. We haven't figured out who that is.
Takumi, are you back?
Hideko, why didn't you tell me?
I mean, if everyone knew, they would have killed you. That's why I couldn't say anything. I couldn't let that happen.
But you didn't even tell me.
The result would have been the same. The guilt would have driven you to take your own life. Trust me. I know what kind of person you are. The final attack is starting soon. When the missiles launch, all life on the surface will end, including us, if we don't get into the escape pod.
Hiruko, I have one final request. Get on the escape pod without me.
Takumi.
My brain's been eroded by Gi data, right? If nobody knows how to remove it, there's no point in me surviving. So, please.
I know. If that's what you want. But don't worry. I'm not going to leave you. I'll stay by your side until the end.
Don't tell me you mean to. Are you crazy? Just get in the pod without me.
I can't. It's too late. The final attack starts in 2 seconds.
Yuriko, please don't cry anymore. We get to meet again. I promise. Next time. '72. Yay! Yay! Okay. We're back to deciding whether or not we spend time with Mizumi or Hiriko. So question is, how so it seems I'm picking the longer decisions first somehow. Like spending time with Hiriko led into that. But what's gonna be different when we do this? I just had a bad thought. We are the player is the gi. The player is the gi. The player is the one deciding what Takumi is doing to a degree. We just don't realize it yet. I think that's probably going to be the twist in the game at some point. Right now, I want to keep talking to Mizumi. Sorry, Hiriko. I'll go to the cafeteria after I'm done here. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't think you'll believe me. That's fine. Will you hear me out?
Of course. Oh, but maybe we should go somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody's asleep. Why don't we take a walk outside?
Sounds good to me. We need to be quiet so we don't wake them up.
A million words ran through my head as I made my way up the stairs with Mizumi. How do we even broach the topic of Karua Kashimiya? Would she believe me if I told her that the two of them were the same person?
I hope the sky's clear tonight. Do you think we could see do you think they could see us from the satellite if we wait?
Mizumi was walking beside me and smiling innocently while I was agonizing. There's no sense in trying to dress up what I want to say. Even if she won't believe me, I should just lay it all out. I just made up my mind when... Hey, did you hear something just now? Is someone here? Quickly look around, but the midnight hall was pitch black and silent. Sorry, I must have imagined things. Let's hurry. Yes. I had a bad feeling about all this, so we tried to speed up, but the very next moment... Aigamu. Nozomi, run. This way. Can we run into the cafeteria where Hiroko is? No good. This rate, they're gonna catch us both. Yeah! Zomi, let's split up. Let's try to lead the killer away. Takumi, you can't do that. I don't have time to argue. Just go. All right, be careful. Managed to stay one step ahead so far, but now the killer had me cornered. Couldn't get it any worse than this. There's nowhere left to run. I'll have to make my stand here. Preparing to attack, I reach for my infuser, but... My vision blurred and my body went flying down the stairs.
Yeah.
The impact caused my head to slam against the wall, and I started to black out. They're fading fast. Fading fast. Gotta keep my eyes open. I managed to refocus my vision just in time to see the power stalk coming down at me. This feels familiar. Wasn't sure why, but despite my many encounters with the killer, I hadn't been killed yet. Sure things will work out this time. Somehow.
Oh, dear me.
How long had it been since then? I lost all sense of the passage of time. I still couldn't believe that the boy laid out in front of me was dead.
Why? Why you too, Takumi?
No matter how much I questioned him, he didn't answer.
He's really dead.
We were separated while we were running from the killer late last night. We're looking for Takumi late. Or is this Nezumi talking? I went looking for Takumi later. But when I found him on the landing of the staircase, he was unrecognizable.
Takumi. No. No. No!
I never should have invited him out. If I hadn't, he might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Takumi. I'm so sorry.
I cried nonstop over his cold, dead body. My tears had dried up by the time the others came looking for us. But when night fell again, so did my tears. Exhausted from crying, eventually I fell asleep.
Are we playing as Nozomi now? What?
Huh? I must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, I discovered myself curled up in bed, still wearing my clothes. My eyes were swollen and sore from crying all day yesterday. If I keep crying like this, everyone's going to worry about me. I need to pull myself together. I'll wash my face and then go to the cafeteria. I need to talk about what happened. When I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone was already there eating breakfast.
Huh.
Oh, Lady Nozomi, are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm fine now. Thanks for asking, Koshika.
Are you interested in sampling my dear sister's special de jour? I'll perk you right up.
It's an energy-boosting parfait made of liver, fermented soybeans, grated yams, and topped with chocolate-covered banana, fresh out of the kitchen. I appreciate the thought, but I'll just have something light this morning. I got some fruit and yogurt and sat at the table with everyone.
Yeah! Can't we talk about the killer yet? I want to hear about it so bad. I woke up this morning absolutely miserable.
Jerome, really? No, it's fine. I came planning to talk about it.
If you feel like you're ready, Nozomi. Actually, it seems you're the only one who saw the killer that night.
Really? Who else saw them?
Mrs. Hirako and Shoma. Apparently. No fair, I want to see the killer too.
I got up in the middle of the night and went to go to the bathroom. But when I stepped out in the hall, I heard someone running. It was so dark I couldn't really see, but they were wearing a black and holding a power saw. Yes, and after that, Sir Shoma came to get the rest of us. I was off on my own at that time. I saw the killer in the hole by the cafeteria. I went after them, but they lost me. And while I was looking, I heard you scream, Nozomi.
Everyone came running to where you were, but Takumi, he was already... Try to explain in much detail as possible what happened to us that night. Since we got separated, I wasn't sure what Takumi's final moments were like. I had no idea that the killer ran off to either.
Nobody even saw where the killer went. That's the most important part.
There's nothing we can do. We didn't even find any clues. Takumi's cause of death was blood loss from his wounds from the power saw. Is that correct, Yugamu? Oh, yeah. I believe the murder weapon is exactly what everyone reported they saw. So if Takumi was the killer the entire time, who actually killed Takumi then?
Are we going to die too? How do we fight against this killer?
The killer is human, but inhuman. No matter how many times we kill them, they won't stay dead. None of it makes any sense. What is that, man? You're freaking me out. God, just a little quote from somebody somewhere.
Oh!
Anyway, it's dangerous for us to be alone. We should probably travel in groups from now on.
Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Let's make sure we're keeping a close eye on each other at all times.
We swore we would stick together to avoid further casualties. But the reality that awaited us was all too cruel. Wait. How did everyone die then? The killer took their time attacking us, almost as if they were mocking us. Those of us still alive huddled together, overwhelmed by despair. Is Takumi's dead body still being controlled by the Gi? Soon, we had reached day 98 in a cold, empty world. What time is it now? I looked at nearby clock to see it was already past 1 in the morning. Another sleepless night. I haven't even been getting any sleep lately. When I think about the killer appearing out of nowhere, and then my friends getting murdered one by one, I feel like I'm losing my mind. The only ones left now are Tsubasa, Shoma, Kyoshika, and me.
Please, someone help us.
What is it? My heart did a somersault when my doorbell rang. Who could be here at this late at night? Opening a door might be dangerous. I mulled over whether I should go to the door or not when... Hey, Nozomi, are you awake? You mind letting me in? That voice, Tsubasa. I slowly and warily opened the door. Standing there was... Tsubasa, alone and anxious looking. What's the matter? Did something happen? Sorry, I know it's late. It's just, I'm scared to be alone. Can I sleep with you? Do I let her in? We've all been keeping to ourselves lately. Are we about to make a decision as Nozomi? A series of murders had us beginning to suspect even our friends. But I didn't get the sense that Tsubasa was acting suspiciously. And I was so lonely that I wanted to be around someone for a change. Okay, we're not making a choice here. Are we about to make a choice as Nozomi? Yeah, of course. I couldn't sleep either. Yay. Thank you. I'll be coming in then. I brought snacks. Want to share? It's just like you. It's just like a sleepover. Let's chat until we get tired. We spread the snacks across the bed and started to talk about random things. Favorite candy stores in this TRC, our horoscopes, our favorite TV shows, places we wanted to visit. We were so engrossed in our conversation, I was able to forget my constant stress and anxiety for a while. When was the last time I laughed like this? Before I knew it, I'd gotten quite late. Wow, look at the time. We should probably get some sleep soon. Yeah, since you're here, I feel like I might finally get some decent sleep. Me too. I've been scared every night because of the killer. Let's do this again tomorrow. I matched Tsubasa's innocent grin and nodded in agreement. I'll make the bed so you can use the bathroom for... What was that sound? Huh? Wasn't that you? No, I didn't do anything. Who's about to attack them? What? Suddenly we heard the sound of someone rattling the doorknob. Someone's here. But one of the others got too scared to sleep too. Let's wait and see if it's locked. We should be fine. We held together, holding our breaths, and silently staring at the door. Are they gone? After a brief silence, we held our hands to our hearts, and relieved that the eerie sound was gone. Maybe we should check just in case. Could have been some kind of emergency. Tsubasa approached the door, but just then... I hear the power saw. Are they trying to break the door down? It's a killer. They're coming for us. There's only one way to escape. The window.
Tsubasa's this way. We need to run. Right. Escaped through the window and ran straight into the inside of the school. We need to hide somewhere quick. Barely avoiding tripping over my own feet, we frantically rushed down the stairs. Just as we were looking for a place to hide. Suddenly, they were behind us. The killer. Power saw at the ready. No, this can't be happening. Izumi, run. Oh my goodness. Relentlessly pursued by the killer, we fled into the metal shop. Let's hide in here. We hid in the darkness, stifled our breaths, and curled up into little balls. I could feel Tsubasa's body trembling. My heart felt like it was about to burst. We jumped at the sound of footsteps coming down the hall. Please, please just go past us. I prayed desperately and clung to Tsubasa as I held my breath, hoping we wouldn't make any noise that would give us away. Just then, no, they found us. The killer spotted us and stood with their weapon power saw at the ready. No, stay back. We quickly tried to put some distance between us. There was nowhere to run. We need to keep Tsubasa safe. I was just about to stand up to protect her when... I'll hold them off. Run, Izumi. Tsubasa. Tsubasa suddenly grabbed a hammer from the workbench and lunged at the figure in black suit. Killer hesitated for a moment, then easily dodged her attack. Tsubasa, get back, I'll help. There's no way I'm going to leave her here alone. I need to fight with her. In a panic, I grabbed something that seemed like it could work as a weapon. Then faced the killer before I could even get ready to strike. My vision was instantly soaked red. Seeing in front of me left me unable to speak. Tsubasa collapsed, slashed by the power saw. Blood gushed out of her as I watched helplessly. It was a horrible gurgle. A large quantity of blood spewed from Tsubasa's mouth. Huh? For some reason, the killer lowered their power saw and left without sparing me much of a glance. What's happening? Shouldn't they come for me next? More importantly...
Tsubasa! Hold on! I'll get you to the Revive-O-Matic right away!
I hurried to lift her body up, but...
So... me... stay... alive... Tsubasa! Tsubasa! No!
The life drained out of Tsubasa's face. I felt her body slowly go limp. I managed to carry her blood-soaked body to the Revive-O-Matic, but... it was too late.
There was no bringing her back. Time passed, and night fell on day 98. I explained to the others how Tsubasa had been killed right after it happened.
Ugh.
The atmosphere was somber, all of us struggling to find the words to say. But it was possible the killer might show up, even as we sat here in silence. Lifting my head with resolve. I want to just assume the killer isn't one of us for a minute. Because we need to discuss the things that we still don't understand about them. Right? Why does the killer methodically kill one person at a time, even when the others are present? Yeah, that's what happened with me and Tsubasa. You and Kako are the only exceptions. The killer could have easily killed me, but they only went after Tsubasa. Everyone said the killer enjoys the thrill. Maybe they're doing it for fun. Is it possible that they're an invader? There's no comprehending their logic. If they were, I think the school defense system would have set off the alarm. Even if they managed to get past it somehow, wouldn't an invader be more inclined to kill us all off at once? I doubt the killer is an invader. But that just brings us right back to the first question. Who's doing this? Yeah, in this timeline, who is doing this? Night, hello. Now, the only explanation I can think of would be somehow the Gi can still, even though, that Gi can only control him while he's alive, maybe there's some way you can control him as he's dead? We're the only three left. We can't exactly split up and go looking for clues. That reminds me. I picked this up in the hallway earlier. Is that the organic life detection device? Tsubasa must have dropped it while we were running from the killer. I see. I suppose it makes it a memento now. The number it showed used to be so large. Feeling tearful, I took it away from Kyoshika and flipped the switch, but then... 5? Huh? The number on the display was 5. What does it mean, 5? It counts the killer in hiding, so it should only be survivors plus 1, right? There's 3 of us, and 1 killer, which means... Anything but 4 doesn't make sense, since there hasn't been another person here. Since when has there been another person here? Maybe it's broken, or maybe someone came back to life. Perchance. Let's go see. We immediately headed for the morgue and counted the bodies everyone's stored there. But no matter how many times we recounted, it was clear that no one had come back. We even ran a test on organic life detection and made sure it wasn't broken. But then, what could be happening here? Time marched on, indifferent to our growing confusion. The intruder alert began blaring just as the sun was rising on day 99. There was no telling how long the 3 of us would be able to hold out, but I hadn't forgotten Tsubasa's last words.
Me stay alive.
Even if I end up as the only one left, I have to fight until the very end. I balled my hand into a tight fist and stepped into the war room. It's time for the final battle. It's ridiculous that a walking dumpster fire like me survived this long, but I'll fight as best as I can to the bitter end. I've long since made my mind up as well. Let's go, Holy Jumonji Sword. I have not shed a regret. I've not a shred of regret in this life of mine. Wait, before we do this, there's something I have to show you. Hold on, something I prepared beforehand. Huh? What's that? It's a bioweapon for fighting commanders. Tsubasa and I worked on it together. Tsubasa had approached me for help before Takumi was killed. I think maybe it all started when Yugama told us about the commander's DNA cells. The chaos caused by the killer delayed the progress, but we got our trump card ready for this final showdown. Should be able to do some serious damage to Veshinus with this. We can't waste it. Lady Nozomi, we owe you, in Lady Tsubasa. We shall graciously accept your kindness. Let's go. Time to show the invaders what we're made of. See the rest from there. Okay, so this is same battle. Got it. Beautiful.
That's... Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all.
We've seen that.
Bow down! You're all more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders! How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again. But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily. I will send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill.
How do you transform? Vexus looked entirely at ease, seemingly enjoying toying with us. She was fully convinced the invaders would win. Her guard is down. Now's a chance to turn the tables.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Not on my watch!
What's that sound?
I activated a device.
expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Vestus' body.
What is this? I cannot move!
It worked! The poison worked!
You invader scum! What have you done to me?
Lady Nozomi, now is the time to finish her!
No need, Kyoshka. With that much poison in her system, she's...
You dare kill the great...
We did it. We beat the invaders. I'm still having trouble believing it. I was surprised Vestus went down in such a disappointing manner.
Huh.
But all that's left to do is go to the artificial satellite tomorrow, and everything will finally be over, right? Yeah, we saved all the people up there. That being said, we couldn't truly celebrate. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer is still hiding somewhere. We had a lot of complex emotions weighing us down, even still. Just have to get through one more day. According to what Takumi told us, on day 100 tomorrow, there'll be a final assault launched from the school. We need to stay alive for the sake of humanity. We need to get away from the killer. So what happens on this day 100? Finally, we made it to the morning of day 100. Soaking up the light of the sun high up in the blue skies, quietly looked out across the school grounds. We need to get down to the schoolyard as soon as possible and check out an escape pod if nothing else. Takumi said the missiles would be launched on day 100, but things seem to be the same as ever. No sign of any missiles. Wait, everybody over there. Pointing to the top of the school building. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out from around the roof.
Are those turrets? Are the missiles charged with undying flames going to come out of those?
Yeah. When the school shifts into attack mode and fires the missiles, all of the invaders will be killed.
They look so sinister. By the way, where's the escape pod he mentioned? Just then, an announcement rang out around us.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special defense unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Look, there. We've seen that many times. It's just like Sir Takumi said. There really is a way for us to escape. If we get on that thing, we'll be saved. Suddenly, the faces of all the friends we lost flashed through my mind. Sorry for leaving you behind, but we'll take your hopes and dreams with us. Okay, let's leave this planet and head for the artificial satellite. Onward! We carry the hopes and dreams of humanity with us. The very second we started walking toward the escape pod. Who's in that suit? Killer was suddenly right in front of us, with their power saw roaring. You're kidding, right now? Your time has come, villainous killer. I will punish you for your crimes. Wait, they're headed for the escape pod. Please, no. Unconcerned with stuff, the killer began to hack and saw at the escape pod, tearing it apart. What? We must stop them. No, Kyoshka, if you get too close, you'll be killed.
Huh?
But the escape pod. Well, that's great. It's already too late. The pod can't launch like that. At this rate, the missiles will be launched well. No. Are we destined to die here like the others? We've no way to stop the missiles, and the killer will probably get us first anyway. In that case... Everybody, over here. Lady Nozomi? Run, quickly. The school bus. Nobody, we're gonna use this to escape. It's between this or being murdered. I'll take my chances. Alright, let's get as far away as possible. I'm Kyoshika Magadori, the swordsman who never says die. I will struggle to my last breath. The decision made, we boarded the bus. I sat in the driver's seat and started the engine and firmly gripped the steering wheel. I slammed onto the gas as we cut through the schoolyard at a ferocious speed.
I'm taking us through the wall of fire! Verily, if we cross the wall, the killer won't be able to follow us.
Eek! Nozomi! They're right in front of us!
Hit the killer, hit the killer.
Hold on tight, you two.
Without hesitation, I floored it. Thunk! With violent impact, and the killer went flying. The school bus kept moving through the schoolyard at breakneck speed.
Did we get them?
Yes! There's no way the killer came away from that unscathed.
Wait! What's that sound?
Suddenly, there was a dull sound coming from the roof of the bus. The next moment... What the...
They punched through the roof?
The killer was a mere few feet away, in the back of the bus, the power saw in hand. What do? The wall of fire is right in front of us. If I hit the brakes now, we'll get caught in a missile launch. But if I don't stop, the killer will get us instead. What should I do? I have to stop the killer. I immediately slammed the fire extinguisher button and stood up from my seat.
Yeah!
I tackled the killer with all my might.
Lady Nozomi! Run, please!
No! Nozomi!
Two of us were flung off the bus into the schoolyard, our bodies still entangled. Sharp pain ran through us as we hit the ground. Still, I managed to muster the strength to get up. I saw a school bus on the horizon passing through the wall of fire. Thank goodness, Kyoshika and Shoma managed to get out safely now. Now we can just find somewhere to take refuge far away from here. Did the killer faint? Maybe they hit their head when they were thrown from the bus. They were laid out flat on the ground. Their power saw had fallen out of their hand and landed off somewhere far off.
This is the person who killed everyone.
I fearfully stretched out my hands and placed them on the murderer's helmet. Who are you? Why did you do this to us? Desperately trying to stop my hands from shaking, I slowly pulled off the strange headgear.
No! No way!
As soon as I tried to speak, I felt a violent piercing pain jolt through my side. I've been stabbed. My side burned like it was on fire, blood trickling out of me. What the heck? As my vision began to dim, my locked eyes with the killer as he stared down at me.
Why?
I pathetically croaked out the question, but all I got in return was silence. He didn't say a word. He simply looked down at me with a look I've never seen on anyone's face before. Why? 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 I couldn't form the words to ask the question any longer. Suddenly, I stopped feeling pain. I stopped feeling anything. I was starting to fade. Please, yet, show must survive. Somehow. I felt tears spill down my cheek as my conscience faded into a deep, endless darkness. $69. Nice. It was you. What happens if we run into the wall? I can't stop here. Which means I'm just gonna have to take a chance. I pressed harder on the gas. The engine growled and the bus sped up. The bus raced ahead, barreling towards the wall of fire. There was a concrete barrier in the way, but I didn't let up on the gas.
Nozomi! What are you doing?
Get down and hold on tight, guys!
I pressed the gas pedal down as far as it would go. The concrete barrier came closer and closer until...
We're going to hit it!
The bus slammed head-on into the barrier, violently rocking the vehicle and bringing it to a sudden stop. The momentum was enough to launch the killer forward, and then... The killer flew through the windshield and was thrown toward the undying flames. Oh. Ooh. Those horrible cries of agony. The killer burned to death in the flames, without us ever knowing who they really were. After abandoning the now destroyed bus, we wandered around outside the wall of fire. We had no destination. We were just trying to make it somewhere far away. I wonder how much longer until the missiles launch. I have no clue, but it could be in a minute. It could be in an hour. What I do know is that if we give up now, we don't stand a chance.
Truly, it's game over if we resign ourselves now.
That's right. Maybe there's some kind of bomb shelter around or something.
Let's go. Even if the missiles launch in 1 minute, moving is better than doing nothing.
Yeah, we're together until the end, guys!
We just kept on walking forward. There was no telling what would happen, but even so, there was nowhere to return to, so I never looked back. Alright, number 70. The three of us.